Henry Ford once said, "Coming together is a beginning, working together is progress, and keeping together is success." And that has been the goal of the Olympic Games since they were recreated by Pierre de Coubertin in 1896. The goal of the Games were to create peace around the world, end all discrepancies, end all war, and to come together in friendship. The Games aren't just a pedestal to compete to be the best in the world, but to demonstrate friendship, solidarity, and fair play. Today we will learn about these three main points. First we'll learn about Olympic history, some of the most influential athletes and Olympians of all time, and Olympic traditions. But before we can learn about influential Olympians and Olympic traditions, we can first need to learn about some of the Olympic history. So, historians believe the Games began before 776 BC. Written by Jim Benaw of Scholastic Magazine, the Games were held in honor of Zeus, the most important Greek god. The first Olympic event was the 200-yard dash, approximately 183 meters. In later games, they added different events such as the 400-yard dash, wrestling, javelin, chariot racing, fencing, and many more. The Games came to an end in 394 AD by the Roman Emperor Theodosius I because he believed they had pagan connotations. The Games were then recreated by Pierre de Coubertin in 1896, the Frenchman. His goal of the Games were to create an environment that athletes can demonstrate harmonious, well-balanced development of the body, the will, and mind. In the first revived Olympiad, many of the world powers participated, such as the United States, of course, France, Russia, Sweden, Great Britain, and many others. And of course, the United States team dominated 9 of the 12 events there, like cycling, track and field events, fencing, and many others. Now we can learn about influential Olympians. Before the Usain Bolt, there's a man named Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson held world records in the 200-meter dash, 300, 400, and the 4x4. He was the first Olympian to ever win 2 gold medals, 2 Olympiads in a row in the 400-meter dash. Only getting second in the 200-meter dash in the state meet of Texas, he had no intentions of becoming a world-class athlete when he went to Baylor University. According to Boys Life magazine, Michael's father, Paul, always preached to Michael to set goals. He said, "The mistake isn't in not reaching the goal, it's not setting the goal." And that's what Michael's inspiration has been, is his father, moving forward to form his career into one of the best. The second most influential Olympian of all time is Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps is the most decorated Olympian of all time, with 23 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 2 bronze. Michael Phelps started swimming at age 7 to help his ADHD. At 15, he made his first Olympic trial team and finished 5th overall in the 200-meter butterfly, according to Olympic.org. Michael Phelps knew he wanted more and knew he had the potential to be one of the greatest. Now that you know about a few of the most influential Olympians, you can now learn about Olympic traditions. The first Olympic tradition is the 5 Olympic rings, which represent 5 major regions of the world: Africa, the Americas, Asia, Europe, and the Oceanic regions, according to TopEndSports.com. The colors of the rings also represent meaning. The blue represents the pursuit of excellence, the black, joy of effort, red, fair play, yellow, respect, and green, the balance between the body, will, and mind. The second Olympic tradition is the releasing of the doves. Since 1920, this has been an official part of the opening ceremony. First, the cauldron is lit before the doves are released, and then they release the birds. In the 1988 Seattle Games, they reversed the order, releasing the doves first and then lighting the cauldron, which unfortunately led to many of the birds' deaths. So, in conclusion, we have now learned about Olympic history, most influential athletes of all time, and Olympic traditions. So, Henry Ford once said, "Coming together is the beginning, working together is progress, and keeping together is success." And that has been the legacy the games have set forth since the beginning, and since they were revised in 1896. Now, go out and see what legacy you bring to the table.
Thank you, Zack. The Olympics are coming up
I need your password to end the video.
this January and February, right?
It's just a line.
Winter 2020, does anybody know?
Yes.
Where are they?
This year they're in Japan.
Oh,
Oh, dude, your mouth.
good. I'll take your note cards, please.
Why does this happen?
What is going on? Okay, for some reason I have to click up here, and then